Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Monday, December 23rd, 2013. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures this morning, and what you'll see here is that the futures are trading higher by about 8.5 points to 18.23 per contract. Decent pop-up this morning for the futures market. Remember, we are now using the H contract. After Friday, you can no longer use the Z contract, so make sure you move the contract over to the March contract, which is the letter H. And right now, futures are holding up very, very well. Now, it is a Monday, and generally on Mondays, we're going to see lighter volume. We're also coming into the Christmas holiday, which is just 2 days from now. Tomorrow will be Christmas Eve, which is going to be a half-day trading session on the New York Stock Exchange. So remember, volume most likely is going to be light today. Monday is notoriously a light volume day anyway. Throw the holiday in the mix, and we're probably looking at a very, very light volume trading session. So to see a flat or slightly positive market is not out of the question, something I guess that we have to respect. Now, looking over at a few other things here, when we look at the European markets, they're holding up pretty well today. You do have a market that's trading higher in Europe. You have the German DAX trading up about 0.6%. The FTSE 100, I believe, is also trading up about 0.7%. So all of Europe is higher this morning. I don't really see any problems there, at least at the moment. So the European markets are fine. Asian markets were flat to slightly positive last night. Shanghai Composite, which has been very, very weak as of late, finished up about 0.25%. Not a big gain, but it did stabilize a little bit or finish flat. They've been having some real cash liquidity problems in the Chinese market each and almost every day. China continues to have to throw liquidity at cash injections at the financial system. So while I think that's going to come to roost in 2014, right now the market seems to be shrugging it off and not really too worried about it. There are a few stocks out here today that I think are worthy of talking about. The first one is going to be Apple, one of the most popular tech stocks in the world. Looks like their deal with China Mobile is finalized. So Apple right now is trading up pretty decently. The stock closed at $5.49. It is trading at $5.67. So it looks like the deal with China Mobile is finalized and phones are for sale in China today, I believe. Looking over at China Mobile now, ticker symbol is CHL. You're going to see that this is trading at around $53. It closed at $51.63. Very good resistance on CHL around the $54.50 level. Maybe it's $54.75. So maybe has a little bit more upside. Again, decent little pop here, but very good daily chart resistance around $54.50, $54.75. Right in that vicinity, give or take a 25-cent marker there. But that should be pretty good resistance on China Mobile. Most of the action in this deal with Apple has been pretty much baked into the cake, so I don't know how much upside we could see here, but that would be it in my opinion. ARMH is another stock that is trading higher this morning on the back of this China Mobile Apple deal. ARMH is a semiconductor company, and Apple uses their chips. Right now, this stock is trading higher. It has more upside, I suppose. It's a very difficult stock to try to sell short, but it's getting very, very overbought. So if you don't own it here at these levels, I would not be chasing this equity right now. Maybe it has a little bit more upside in the cards just because of the euphoric nature in the deal and also because the light volume. But at this stage of the game, with this stock being as high as it is on the charts, I really could not be chasing it here. So be careful. If you do own ARMH, the best thing to do is to start to trail your stop loss. If you don't own ARMH, the best thing to do is steer clear from it and do not jump on board. You want to buy stocks when they're on sale, not when they're at a premium, and this stock is at a big time premium. Let's take a look at Tiffany's this morning. See, the stock was coming under some earlier distribution. It's catching a little bit of a bid here, but it did close at $90.62. I don't know if there's much we could do with this stock today. It has come down. There are some levels for Tiffany's that you could look at. One is going to be around 85.50, 85.57. 84.67. Another level I'm seeing is around 82.58. And another level that I'm seeing is going to be around $80.46. So keep those levels on watch. I don't know if they're going to get down there, but those could be some short-term bounce levels. But Tiffany's is down about 2-3% before the opening bell. So that one could be in play. Could be a day trading stock as well today. So you always want to keep that on watch, especially on a slower session before a holiday. Let's take a look at oil this morning. Oil is trading down 18 cents to $99.14 a barrel. When I say oil, I mean light sweet crude. That's the crude that we use here in the United States. Let's take a look at the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude. Here you'll see it's trading at around $35.48. There's a lot of resistance around $35.80. Should it trade up there? So in daily chart, you're going to start to see this thing stall out or pause right around the $35.80. But it's very difficult to try to short oil ahead of the holidays. It's just not a winning formula. So I would be very, very careful trying to get in front of it on the short side. Scalp-wise, there always are scalps that can be done. But on a swing basis, yeah, you don't really want to short oil before the holidays. Generally, oil will tick up a little bit or even creep a little bit higher going into the holidays, as it is a heavily traveled season. Also, the weather has been very, very cold, especially in the Midwest and Northeast. So you want to be a little bit careful there. Let's take a look at gold this morning. Spot gold right now is getting hit by, it's trading down almost 3 points, right to around $1,200.80 per ounce. Let's take a look at the all-important GLD. And what you'll see here is the GLD is really trading around 115.89 this morning. Closed at 115.84 on Friday. So we're not going to make that much out of it. Again, I think traders should watch gold very, very closely. All the in-the-money stocks traders know what I'm looking for in order to get in on gold. We're not getting in on it yet until we get a clean-cut signal, but that may not be that far off. So, again, anybody looking to trade gold, want our views, come on over to the website. We'll be happy to share those with you. We're not really looking to do much with gold, at least at the moment, but sometime in 2014, I think gold will be setting up for us. So we're going to watch that pretty closely. But this morning, really, gold's not doing that much. Spot price is down about $3 at the moment. Take a look at bond yields this morning. Very, very important for each and everybody to watch the bond yield market. Right now, the 10-year bond yield is trading at 2.9%. Decent little move. That could affect some of the housing stocks, real estate investment trusts. Again, right now at 2.90%. So keep that on the radar. We'll see how that plays out a little bit later in the session. But with that said, everybody, some stocks in focus, and we'll have a couple gap plays this morning. Those will be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. But I want to wish everybody a great trading day, and we'll see you on the charts. Take care now.